Hello everyone. So let us take a scenario where we have to process some names, say name of people or name of students. Say we have say name 1 equal to maybe Mohan Chandra, and we have name 2 equal to name 3 equal to Hamid, name 4 equal to so we have name, we have like name 1 is Mohan Chandra and so on and so forth. We have some names we want to process. Say let us say we already learned that how to do string processing. We know how to index them, we know how to slice them. We also know now bunch of methods on strings, like for example we can say take name 1 dot upper, right? Or I can do name 1 dot lower. We can look at name 1 dot is digit. So we know all this stuff. So now I have to suppose if I have like a bunch of names like this, I can go say take one name at a time and do all these processing. So I have to do all. Maybe this is not the only thing that I have to do. I have a bunch of things I want to do on each of these names. So I will have like suppose if I have 100 names, I may have like 100 like variable, because I want to go back and do things again and again. So for this we have an idea of a collection here. So we can use a collection. So here, what do you say, an array. So in Python we call it as a list. So we can use the idea of list to make it a little bit more easier for us. Maybe much more easier, as you'll see. So what I can do is I can create maybe say a list called names, and I can create, the way we do it is just a square bracket, and then I put this name, I put a comma, then this name, this, and this. Okay. I'll also maybe add another name just for one more name just. So now you can always check type of names, right? So it says list. So that is the idea. So how do we use it, how we process it, how I can use this? The point is, we know that in a string each of this letter is like is positionally ordered, right? We have an index for 0, index 1 is O, index 2 is H, and A also is -1, R is -2. Similarly, in a list, it's a similar idea, it's a collection. So this Mohan Chandra is 0 index, Ram is 1, 2, and same thing. From this side, from right to left, is -1, -2, -3. So I can basically take names, I can index and get them. So I can say 0 will be Mohan Chandra, and this is -1. So now since I can access by indexing the list, I can do all the processing. For example, I can loop it, right? I can use the while loop that we already learned. So while, so how do I say? I can say j equal to maybe say j equal to start at 0. I say while, right, j less than less than or equal to, okay, less than or equal to up to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? For say what do I want to do? Maybe make everything in capital letters, right? Say print, right? Print, how do I do? Names, right, of I, starting will be 0 and I make it upper, right, comma, then I can do what? I can do for example, suppose if I want to look, it's all alpha, it's all alphabetical, alphabets, like so I can do something like names, right? I can say I is alpha, right, which will give me for example, we are checking the names are valid or not in some sense. And we can also, for example, use anything if you want. For example, I can look at the length of each names I, right, len length, that function gives the length, how many letters are there, how many characters are there, including space. And then of course we have to break at some point, right? So it will break at, so I have to increment, so j equal to j plus 1, or I can rewrite this as j plus equal to 1. So I made so we have to do this correction. This is j, this is j, right? So we'll do one more, okay? So I'll do 0, so we have converted Mohan Chandra into, so we can also, if you want to have a look at names, that name, say if you want to look at, right, we can also put it so return true if the string is alphabetic string, right? So in this case, false. Where is it? There's some error, right? For example, hello. So let's check that one. Names. Yeah, because here there is one trouble, because this is false, because we have like a space character, you know, because of the space. So we may have to split it and analyze each of the strings separately to get that, you know. So we can split it and check it one by one, the first name and the last name. So the point is that we can use the list to do a bunch of processing. For example, we can look at so for example, we used string methods, and we also looked at some kind of a processing, look at the length of each of the string. So in effect, the string, the list gives us a way. So now it doesn't matter. For example, I can have, for example, not only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names. I can also do maybe 100 names and just put this while loop and even process all of them. So now one more thing is that, so we have seen in the last time we can look at directory function, so we can also look at on a list, right? I can look at it on names or just do that here. So you see you have a bunch of things here: append, clear, copy, count. We have a lot of things. Let us look at maybe pop, maybe, right? And maybe append. So we usually use a lot of times append. We can look at other things as we go along further. So we have names here. Suppose I want to add an item, so you already got this list. Maybe while running the code you may want to add something, so let us say you got a new name, so you say names.append. so again, remember, so we can say, so you see, it is very simple: append object to the end of the list. That's it, very simple. So I can say names.append. I can say, right, I don't know my spelling is right, so I can say names. So now we got another name added at the end of the list. It's very simple. So another thing that we can also look at is if we say help names start, say pop, right? So remove and return item at index. So what does it do? So here, see, the call signature is like index -1. The default value is, the last value is -1. So how do we do it? So we can say names. This looks like this. We have six names in that. So I can say names dot, I can say names dot pop, right? So it returns back the name which was popped. So which means Johnny Walker is gone. So now if you look at the names list, it looks like this. So we don't have Johnny Walker anymore. And as the call signature said, I can also, for example, remove maybe Ram or Andre Glover. So for example, the index of this is what, 0, 1, 2, 3, or I can say -1, -2. So I can say names dot pop, right? Remember, it returns something, right? Out equal to -2. So -2, let's look at out. So Andre Glover is out, and I can say names. So we have only 1, 2, 3, 4. Our names list got updated. So this is the idea of Python list. So very simple. We can create name, for example. I can, not only that it's collection, so we don't have to stick to, I can say, for example, say ages, right? I can say 21, 50, 34, so I can again say my di ages -2 is 30, and we can do, and also it doesn't have to be integer, or you can also mix them, say name, I can do John, Steve, so I can also mix again the same ideas, name, I can do names, say -1, or I can do names 0. So I can mix the data types that we already learned. I can have integers, the floating points, or we'll also learn that we can put another list inside a list. Let's not do that at the moment. But the idea is very, very simple, like exactly as we have seen. So this is Python list. I believe it was very easy to follow, and if you like the videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.